All right, so the first program we're going to talk about is my favorite program. I use it all the time, just messing around, drawing stuff. It's going to be Blender. I'm going to link the website down below. I'm using Blender 3.2.2, and it's just absolutely amazing. You got right down here, we got visual effects, video editing, sculpting, 2D animations, and general just messing around. I encourage to also look at the tutorial guides that I have down below from the other people. Not necessarily the link of the tutorial guide, but those people helped me along the way. I follow their channels. I'm subscribed to them. It's definitely helped me along the way. The next thing I used in this is going to be Audacity. And this program is free as well. Sorry, I can't speak. But it's free as well. It's Audacity 3.1.3. It's very user friendly. Once you watch a couple YouTube videos or just kind of mess around with it, it's super simple. And if you need some help with it, let me know. I will gladly make videos showing some of the things I do and how I do them. The next two aren't necessarily programs, they're websites here. So Canva is free, but it also has some premium assets that I love to use. So I have paid for that, but what I did in this video can be accomplished using the free version of Canva. So if you're not looking to put a lot of money into it, but you want to kind of mess around, you can still use Canva. The 3D objects, I'm learning. I have made some 3D objects. I'm not that great, but there are very talented people out there, and they make stuff and they want to show the world. And the easiest way for me to find that is going to be through sketchfab. And I look through their models online, and I look at what's downloadable, what kind of file I want, and I just import it into Blender, set my camera angles, and we're good to go. Alright, so we're in Blender right now. I'm just going to show you a little bit of behind the scenes here, a couple things I did, and what it kind of looks like from the outside in, and what you're looking at versus what I'm looking at. So right now I have my camera angle, and I have it set for just solid view, and it's not showing any textures or anything like that. So we can actually, let's make sure we're not set to camera to vision there. So we're gonna get out of the camera view, and we're gonna search around here. So as you can see, this is really just some objects in the middle of a program with a camera capture device right here. You can kind of, let's see, this might take a couple seconds here to load in. One thing I also want to mention is I'm not using the greatest computer out there. You don't need the best of the best to do these things, although I'm probably in the market to get one because I am getting better, but you don't need the best of the best out there. It may take a little bit more time than the others, but it's helped me appreciate what I do need to do and what I don't need to do. Because as you can see right now, it's taking absolutely forever just to load in the material view. We might even crash. Let's see here. Okay, after about 3 minutes of load time, I have just a plain material view. This is not the render view, so this is obviously, you saw the video, this is not what it looks like whenever we render it out. This is just a material view. I kind of get a brief look at what's going to happen here. So there's that view there. Now we're just going to jump it to the other camera view so you can kind of see behind the scenes over there. So here's the necromancer that I got from the sketchfab.com. This also is from Sketchfab. All of these 3D objects I got from Sketchfab, and I placed them together to get what I'm looking for. Let's jump out of this view. Of course, we're going to be over there, but this is over here, right? So let's use Shift to slide over. That's something I learned that is absolutely key to moving around here. So this is what it looks like from the outside here. I could show you, like I could slide the animation here. He's moving around. Let's actually put it back to solid view just to save some frames per second for this video, and we can kind of see the smoother animation. So as I move this, we're going to keep going. The door should eventually close here. There it goes. So I had to key in some animations for that. It didn't take too long. It just two key animations, start and end. If you want a video on that, just let me know. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah. Alright, so next I'm just going to show you, since like I said, I don't have the best computer, and you may not either. You may not have, the latest and greatest processor. I have, a GTX 750, way older card. I think it came out in like 2015, 14, something like that. But I'm still able to do the job for this computer. I also have like an AMD quad core processor, not the fastest, not that big of a deal. But I'm going to show you over here my render settings, so I still get quality images, and I save a bunch of time and memory and stuff like that. So I got my denoise settings to 0.6. So it basically, this setting is going to give the computer how much time it's going to wait before it moves to the next frame, next sample, or it just fills it in with other colors. If you leave this at like the standard 0.1, you're going to get a lot of little white dots. I basically know that like 0.4 to 0.6 is where I stay, depending on how big of an image or how small of an image or when I need it done by. Somebody called me, sorry. Depending how big of an image or how small of an image, that's when I use that. So I have my max sample set to 15 and my min sample set to 2, and my time limit set to 45 seconds. So the computer has 45 seconds and 15 samples before it moves on to the next. I have denoise checked. I don't mess with any of that. Advanced, I don't mess with that. Light path. So light paths save you a lot of time in render, a lot of time. So you can bump it to 2, you can bump it to 1, but 1 saves me so much time. I leave everything here on 1 and it is fine. If you don't like the quality of your image, just bump everything to 2 and move on from there. Clamping, I have this at 8. It's just what I've messed around with and I find that works for me. Different renders are going to require different clamping. I do have images that have reflective and refractive in these renders, so I have them both checked. Fast GI settings, if you mouse over this, is going to tell you what you need here. This provides a fast alternative to full global illumination. Viewport rendering and final renderings will be reduced quality, but it includes the ambient inclusion. So that's something that I want. Volume, I don't mess with that. Curves, nope. Let's go down here to film. So I have transparency on because it's easier for me to find a looped video, find something in Canvas, find something somewhere that's a picture or image that I can just place behind this PNG image, because that's what I render it out as. PNG images are the greatest, and I also go back to Blender and I use their video editing tool just to put a video behind it. It's very simple, but you have to make sure that is clicked to do transparency images. Threads, I don't mess with that. Memory, don't mess with that. But if you are making a 4K image, you have to unclick use tiling or you will only render half the image. That's something I ran into and it was very annoying to figure out. Acceleration structure, you want to have this clicked right here. Right there it even says faster render, longer build time, faster render. It's going to upload all of your materials, so I'm able to do those 15 samples and the minimum of 2 in 45 seconds. But if you also have this click is going to slow your render. It compacts everything and use more RAM, and it does have a little bit higher quality, just a little bit. You can do the difference if you want, but you're not going to see that much of a difference. A final render, persistent data, it's going to gather everything. It keeps some of the data that you've already rendered, it stores cache, and then it increases the memory a little bit, but faster render times, and that's what I'm here for. And that pretty much is it on that. I also use my CPU because, like I said, my graphics card is not the greatest. So CPU over my GPU on this one. Some of you have super fast GPUs. I recommend using the GPU and changing it to cycles. Eevee is great, but I'm telling you, cycles is probably for me the best quality I've ever seen. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for me. If you want me to show you in depth on any of this stuff, let me know down below and we'll walk through it. We'll make a video out of it. You can even join our Discord, ask us some questions. I have a great community in there. We do Twitch overlays, we do green screens, I make songs, we make everything you need for your Twitch community. We're here for it. So yeah, that's it. We'll see you next time.